Hi there, Victor Pross speaking to you, anarchist artist. Today's subject, STEFAN Molyneux, breaking from the family of origin. Now, in this series of videos I plan on doing on this subject, I will recap Stefan's essential arguments coupled with my own views and experiences, as I have much to say about my own family. And so, yes, I plan on tossing my own philosophical weight to bust and deconstruct one of the world's most enduring myths. And for those who might not be aware, STEFAN Molyneux is an anarchist philosopher and host to Freedom Domain Radio. As a philosopher, Stefan is outspoken on a variety of topics, which includes parenting, economics, relationships, politics, ethics, and anarchism. Topics which can be inflammatory or at least touchy, no matter what position you take. And so STEFAN Molyneux has become a rather controversial internet philosopher who has, according to one source, done a great deal of damage to families throughout the world. And the criticism continues. He creates untold suffering and pain for profit. Unsuspecting victims should be warned before they enter his dark website. Not too heavy on argument, but pretty much overdosing on rhetoric. That's what we can say here. And I think all this began in 2008 when one of Freedom Domain Radio's members' parents' complaints about these ideas were published as part of a series of newspaper articles. And the parents claimed that Freedom Domain Radio is a therapeutic cult after an 18-year-old member left home and severed all contact with his family. An action that Stefan has pegged as DeFoo, borrowed from academic psychology FOO, which is an acronym for family of origin. Of course, DeFoo has become popular coinage in the Freedom Domain Radio, if not the anarchist community. And so from this and other similar stories, Stefan has been labeled as a cultist, and his Freedom Domain Radio website as an internet cult, which I think is laughably false. So we'll be getting into that as the series goes along. And you know, just when I thought my estimation of the Zeitgeist movement couldn't get any lower, now I discover in 2014 that the fans of V Radio, a Facebook Zeitgeist page, are playing up the whole STEFAN Molyneux cult thing. Now Stefan is accused of brainwashing. So here's the idea. Stefan, just like any tin pan religious leader, is looking to separate people from all of their worldly possessions, see? But he must first strategically alienate said people from their family of origin and get the parents out of the way and ching ching. Oh man, these fucking word salad masters. It's just no end. No end. Look, you know, if any Zeitgeister had some horrible childhood at whatever level of abuse, you know, from emotional neglect to physical abuse, please, it's my fervent wish that they continue to attend every family gathering from Thanksgiving to Christmas, including every Sunday night for dinner. God knows I wouldn't want to be accused of being a cultist, so please, go see your families, okay? Please. If you have a shitty, crappy, bullshit relationship with them, I'll pay fucking good money if you hang out with them and continue to do so. So, there. I can't be accused of brainwashing people now. Good. Cut that out of the way. So, as you can expect, you can expect Stefan's detractors to pull the cult card. You know, I'd be shocked if they didn't, to tell you the truth. And just as Socrates was condemned for having corrupted the youth, we see that being played out in the 21st century. So let's say that Steph is going to brainwash the helpless boys and girls. Now, in this case, they all understand the non-aggression principle. They have respect for property rights, and given their strong sense of individuation, they don't stay in relationships that are toxic and inimical to their happiness and well-being. They just don't. And I doubt any of them are going to perpetrate violence or harm on anyone if they actually follow these principles. And hell, fuck, but these handful of people that have left their rotten families, if they go out and find new friends and start their own families, seeking their own happiness, I think all is well in the end. So I don't think that cults use reason and evidence to win over followers. It's just not a common practice. That's usually reserved for the people that are being rightfully tossed to the curb. And it is true, let's just really get down to it, man. Like the family has been cloaked in an aura of mystical sentimentality. It really has. There is no virtue in blood relations in and of itself. There is no virtue in accidental biological relations that we're born into. There is neither any value or virtue in the accidental biological relations we're born into. The virtue of the family, as if the virtue was intrinsic to it, in the family of origin, it's just another social artifact. This whole idea, it's been inherited from an irrational past, right along with the idea of gods and governments that have been the cultural staple century after century. And it is commonly cited as a garden variety hallmark bromide that friends and romantic relationships come and go, but family, you see, is always there. And this is meant to imply, unwavering support and a love that is born in everlasting purity and endurance. In other words, the family takes on an almost supernatural status that dwarfs any other kind of relationship, most especially chosen relationships. No matter what evils or inequities that are present, from neglect and deprivation, or psychological, physical, and sexual abuse from one family member or more, your family, you see, is always there because blood is thicker than water. This, of course, is complete bullshit, and that's what these series of videos will be examining. And I thank you for listening to this introductory video. This is Victor Pross signing out, anarchist artist, Pop Goes the Culture.